And I realized that no, I'm also someone's child. How can someone's child come and tell me what they think is right and I must listen? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tashinga here, for those of you who don't know. If you do know, and if you are back, hey babe, welcome back. As the video title does say, this is a chit chat, get ready with me. I am going to be giving you guys a life update, just like letting you guys in on my mental health, exams, exam pressure, internal pressure, just a lot of things. And also I asked the followers on Instagram, if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. The link is in my bio. I asked them to send through some questions. So this is going to be my first ever Q&A on my channel. It's insane. But let's get into it. I have already done my eyebrows off camera because I cannot do my eyebrows in front of the camera. Like it never works out. My brows look crazy when I do them on camera. So I've already gone and I've done that. I am going for a soft, very soft glam look today, and I'm gonna be using my fake James Charles palette. I never ever use, well, not never ever, I just haven't used my palettes in the longest time. I haven't done eyeshadow in the longest time. So I want to see, we're putting my skills, we're testing my skills today. I want to see if I am still capable of doing eyeshadow. And I'm going to be facing front. You're going to be blessed with my side profile for most of this video because my mirror is in front of me. I couldn't find any other place to put it. Hold on, let me try something. Is this better? I think this is better. My mirror is now in front of me. I'm using my speaker. I'm not going to show you. It looks ghetto. I'm using my speaker to hold the mirror up. But this is better because now I can... It's in front of me. You can see my face, my facial expressions. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay, jeez. I am so excited. And I'm so excited. I'm so ready to unpack. Okay. So I'm going to start with my eyes. That's what I typically do when I am wearing eyeshadow. I typically start with my eyes because I know I'm gonna get, like, I get so upset when I am doing my makeup, and then I do my face, and then I go and I do the eyeshadow, and then it's like not drops, but like specks of eyeshadow on my face. I despise that more than anything. I hate it. I'm gonna use this brown that is quarter to finished. So let's start talking. I want to start with my mental health. My mental health has been in the gutter for this past year. It has been so on and off. Also guys, I do apologize for the change in the lighting because the sun keeps on coming and going. It's quite early. It's 6:45 right now. Anyway, my mental health has been in the gutter the whole year. Like, you know, from the whole thing with my skin acting up, and then matric. Guys, listen, I want to just let you guys know and let you understand that senior year, matric, whatever you call it, it's not easy. It's not child's play. And I feel like a lot of my stress came from me being in matric. Like, just this year alone, this year has been hands down one of the hardest years of my life. It's just been really hard, you know, especially like with the studying and you feeling like you're putting in work, like you aren't getting out in terms of like school. I literally don't like school. And also my career path changed. In the beginning of the year, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go do biokinetics, I'm gonna go do physiotherapy. I never want to do anything that has anything to do with physics ever again. I don't ever want to do chemistry again. I don't ever want to do physics again, or even math. I just No. No. Guys, there's things that works for you and there's things that don't work for you. And I don't know why I was thugging it out for so long. I really didn't understand who I was trying to impress when I took physics and math. But those subjects made my life hell. It wasn't cute. It wasn't cute. I just didn't like it. You know, like, it wasn't cute. It's not even wasn't. Like, it's not cute at all. It's disgusting. But anyways, we move on. I am almost done with my exams. I'm just taking this lighter brown over here. I don't know how this is going to come out. So, please. I'm almost done with exams. It's crazy because I only have to go to school for 4 days. And then I'm officially no longer a high school student. I'm with high school now, and that makes me so happy. I can focus more on I can focus my energy on things I actually like. Content creation. I love creating content. And even now, like, I'm not even done with exams, but I just feel like already, now that I'm done with all my like major and hectic subjects, I can start to do things I enjoy. Like, I'm filming a video. I don't remember when last I was in front of a camera, sitting down and talking. It's literally, it's amazing. I love this so much. Okay, so now I'm just gonna buff out these two colors that I've attempted to blend together. Eyeshadow makes me feel so pretty. Like, now that I'm done with my eyes, I'm gonna carry on with the rest of my face. What I typically like to do, because I don't know if you can tell, but my eye bags are really hectic right now because I haven't been getting a lot of sleep. I take red lipstick, okay, and then I just color in like my eye bags, and then I take setting spray. I spray my blender. And I go in and I blend it out. It masks the hyperpigmentation underneath my eyes. And then when I'm done doing that, I go in with my foundation. I'm gonna start with the questions from Instagram now. The first question is, what is your dream lifestyle? I really think that my dream lifestyle, quote unquote, would be a lifestyle where I am comfortable and I have money. Like, I'm just spraying my brush. It would be a life where I'm comfortable and I have money. And what I mean is, like, when I want to do something, when I want something, I shouldn't have to say to myself, oh, I can't get this because I don't have money. Do you get me? Like, I want to be able to fulfill even the smallest desire that I have. If I feel like I want to go on vacation, I need to have the money for me to go on that vacation because it's what I want to do. I don't want not having money to be the reason why I don't do the things that I want to do in life. You know? I feel like that would be my dream. I've been saying this to myself, like, for quite some time now. I don't ever want the lack of money to have an influence on my life, you know? If I want to do something, if I want to buy something, I should be able to do that without, like, thinking, oh my gosh, cash, no. Yeah, so I'd say that. What's the first thing you're going to be doing after exams? Drinking alcohol? Child. I am going to be, I think, on the day, I finished writing on the 1st of December. On the day, I know for sure I'm going to come home and I'm going to sleep. Well, I might not. Actually, it depends on what the people at home are planning to do. But I know for sure that my dad, this is very hard to explain. Both of my parents are, like, both of them got remarried. So I've got 2 step parents. But to me, they're not like step parents. Do you get me? They're just my parents, all four of them. So my dad, my mom's husband, he's probably going to buy me some alcohol. So I'm probably going to be doing that and sleeping. That's like the realistic thing on the day of exams. I'm changing my whole look after exams, and obviously I'm going to be working and just completing like these brand collaborations, and I'm also just going to be resting and stuff. So that's what I'm going to be doing after the exams. How many siblings do you have? Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, my parents are both remarried. So there's Tino, there's Anashe, there's Leanne, Janice, and Nathan. So I've got 5. Anyway, after I'm done with my foundation, I take concealer. Don't scream when you see the color of the concealer. I like a really bright under eye, and nothing anyone says is ever going to change that. So I use the Caucasian shade. No one is going to stop me. So with my under eye concealer, yeah, I don't overdo it. Well, I do overdo it, but like I don't care. I just take some, yeah, and then I do this. I made like a mini triangle. Do you see that? And then at the ends, I just do that. Like I'm not doing a long winged eyeliner. I have not done this method with any eyeshadow on my eyes. I don't wear makeup on a regular basis, so I don't know how this is gonna turn out. Like I have to hold my breath every time I do that. Okay, I also, when I wear makeup, it's very simple. It's very, very simplistic makeup. My mom doesn't think that my makeup is simple, but I think my makeup is simple. Like I don't do eyeshadow on a regular basis and things like that. So I don't really know how this is gonna turn out. Am I scared? Maybe, but not really. So let me explain to you why I've done it like this. I like my face. I like it when my face looks like a cat's face. Like that snatched look is very, very, very sexy. Like I like attitude makeup. Like when I look at you, you must be like, yes. You get what I'm saying? Exactly. Next question. What's one thing you wish your future husband knew about you and your energy? I'm not as energetic as you guys believe I am. I mean, I have my crazy moments where I'm like yeah, but like that's not me all the time. I actually like quietness. Do you get me? Which is really contradictory. It's ironic because I'm not quiet. I do the most talking. But the point is, I am not energetic and like all the time. Like I'm actually proper quiet. Like I enjoy silence. I like to think, and I cannot think if there's noise all the time. So I am not energetic all the time as you guys believe. Some days I have my moments where I'm just really happy, and that turns into like a burst of energy. So what I wish for him to know is that I'm not an entertainer. It's Tandasam, babe. I am a normal person who enjoys peace and quiet, just like he probably does. That's what I want him to know. And you guys also, like, I'm not all the time. I'm just calm, mellow. I enjoy my personal space. I enjoy my own company. I don't like when people are around me all the time. I hate that. Like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. That's me in real life. I enjoy being left alone. Like, leave me alone, don't bother me. Okay, I think this is cute. I don't know. I don't want to stress about this eye too much because I know I'm not done. I still have to go in and like do winged eyeliner. So I don't want to stress about it too much. Okay, guys, I like to have a very harsh nose contour. I want people to see that yes, indeed, I drew my nose on. I like that. I'm not gonna act no. I like when my nose looks like it's contoured. I love that. And if you guys don't like it, then so be it. I like it. It's my face. What's your age? As of today, I am 19 years old. Currently, like now, I'm 19. I'm turning 20. My birthday is on the 2nd of February. In case you're interested, or you want to PayPal me, or Cash App me, or e-wallet me. My birthday is on the 2nd of Feb. Yeah. Next question. What is inspiring your aesthetic? This is my favorite question. I was waiting for this question to pull up. Let me tell you something. Growing up, I wasn't always this person. So my aesthetic is inspired by everything that people tell me not to be. Do you get me? Like, when people tell me that no, because of this I should act like this, or because of that I should act like this. No. My aesthetic is basically it's speaking for all the people, all the girls who get called extra on a daily basis. Oh my god, you're so extra. Oh my god, why'd you do that? Oh, why'd you do this? Why'd you do this? Why'd you do this? Because I wanted to. That's my aesthetic. Because I want to. And just sitting that I don't care. I can do what I want whenever I want. You're not gonna tell me what to do. That's my aesthetic. That's what inspires my aesthetic. Like, just being unapologetically yourself. Also, that thing of not being put in a box. Like, you're not gonna box me up. And that's why I do what I want all the time. Because no one's gonna box me up. Like, who are you to put me in a box? Do you get me? Exactly. I'm gonna bake now, and let me show you guys how I do it. So I use banana powder. I don't use the translucent powder. I use the banana powder. I take a brush. Yeah, you can take any brush. I take a brush that looks like this. I just tap some powder, a little bit of powder on the brush, and then I just go in like here. See, like along the lines of the contour. I just tap on with the brush because I feel like I always look I will look whitewashed if I just take a beauty blender like the others do. It doesn't work for me. So I always use a brush because it's lighter, and I'm very heavy-handed with a beauty blender, so I opt for the brush. Great. Now while I bake, I'm gonna start with the contour. Which varsity are you planning to go to? I wanted to go to Stellenbosch, but then they rejected me. So Yeah, that's the end of the story. I wanted to go to Stellenbosch. They rejected me. They said that they're gonna wait for my final marks, and then we're gonna see what they say. I use this brush and this contour. I use this to contour my face and this brush. And then I just go in. This is an angled brush, so it really helps like pat the contour onto your face and blend it the way I put a lot of contour on this brush. Oh, let's see if I'm able to blend it out. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, so that's the end of the story. But then I applied to Rosebank College, the Cape Town campus, and they accepted me. I'm going to Cape Town. I don't care what, but I'm going to Cape Town. So that's what's happening. I'm just waiting for next year. If Stellenbosch doesn't accept me with my final marks, then I'm gonna be attending Rosebank College. Yeah, and that's it. What color do you use to dye your hair? I use the Inecto Brazen Brown. You should use hair dyes with people of your color on them, because they are catering to you and your hair. Yeah, so that's it. Brazen Brown. Where do you see yourself in 5 years in terms of YouTube or influencing? Whew. In 5 years, okay, in terms of YouTube, I feel like, okay, yeah, I do get like paid brand deals, but I don't consider myself like an influencer. You get what I mean? Like, yeah, I take pictures and things for brands and stuff, but I don't think I'm an influencer, hey? I'm just a young, beautiful black girl sharing her life on the internet. I don't like how this contour looks. It's very dark and I did not blend it properly. No, I didn't blend this contour properly, and I think to counteract the darkness of the contour, I may have to go in with a beauty blender underneath my eyes, which is what I wanted to avoid in the first place. Okay, I see myself in 5 years. I don't want to say a number because I'm scared, okay? I don't know, like, I'm not scared to dream big. You see, this is what I was saying. I'm very heavy-handed. I'm not scared to dream big, but it's like, I don't want to say a number and then I don't achieve it, you know? That would be so sad. I think I think I'm gonna be past like 100k subscribers on YouTube, and I think it's gonna be my main source of income. But imagine in 5 years, I'm not growing like Zoom. I'm growing at a very steady pace, which I think I am grateful for, because if you grow too quickly, what's gonna happen when people get bored of you? So yeah, I think over 100k on YouTube in 5 years. On Instagram, probably, I don't know, also over 100k in 5 years. Because now, obviously, I'm done with school. I'm gonna be putting in the work that has to be done. And when you put in the work, you get results. So I really think in 5 years, I'm gonna be past 100k on both of my platforms. Okay. Hey, tips on how to gain confidence and get over your insecurities. Woo. Okay. Tips. First tip, I would say, I'm not going to give you the typical don't compare yourself, because you should know not to compare yourself to anyone. It's hard, but hey, you can't be comparing yourself to people. Tip number 1 is, I would say, is pretend. If you aren't confident at first, let me tell you guys something. Building confidence is very difficult. I'm not gonna come on here and be like, oh my god, so guys, you know what you want to do here? No, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Building confidence is one of the most difficult things in the world. Like, it's harder than math. It's harder than trigonometry. And the reason I say that is because for you to become confident, you need to be fully aware of who you are. You need to know yourself, and then after knowing yourself and all your nonsense, you need to like yourself. And if you don't like yourself, no one is going to like you. So the first thing that you need to do to become confident is, number 1, like yourself. You need to like yourself to be confident. Let me tell you something. Because once you like yourself, it's easier to embrace the things that you have. Confidence is all about embracing yourself, you know, liking yourself, and then saying, okay, I don't care if you don't like me because I like me. Do you get me? And accept that, okay, this is me. God gave me this and I like it. And if you guys don't like it, then that's you. That is not my business. That's the first and the only tip I have to give to someone who is struggling with confidence. You need to like yourself. Remember I told you guys I like to look like a cat? I'm busy with my nose contour now. This is very bright. I told you my under eyes are always very bright. So I draw a cat-like snout. So I go in like this and like this. Right? And then I go in here. And then I go in here. Can you see that? That's what I do. And then I blend it out. Now, blending contour out is very tricky, especially if you're dark, because you can't just, you will look crazy. So I like to take a lot of time, and I use my fingers to get like a better, deeper blend. Oh, how to get over your insecurities. Embrace them. Honestly. And I know, like, these are such corny answers and you're not expecting me to give you such corny answers. But it's the truth. It's what you have to do. You have to embrace them. And if you know that you can't change it, then you have no choice but to embrace them, or else you're gonna remain insecure. And no one wants to remain insecure. It's all about being comfortable in your own skin and accepting yourself for what you are and who you are, and then you're gonna be sharp. When and how did you learn to do makeup? I'm still learning. Clearly, I'm still learning how to do my makeup, but I started wearing makeup when I was in grade 8. Towards the end of grade 8, that's when I started wearing makeup. I was 15 when I started wearing makeup. Yeah, and then I just started learning. I went on YouTube. I still go on YouTube. I learn. I sit and I watch tutorials on dark-skinned women doing makeup. Or I don't even watch tutorials. Like, I sit and watch Get Ready With Me's, and then I just see how they do their makeup, and then I try to copy it. Not copy, but like, I tried to learn from it. Now, guys, I'm gonna take this very old palette of mine. You see this pink over here? I'm gonna use it for blush. I'm gonna take my setting spray that my mom got me because my prelim marks were bad and I was sad. And then she got me this Palladio. I don't even know if it's gonna focus. It probably won't. But she got me this Palladio Forever and Ever makeup setting spray, long lasting, dewy finish with aloe and green tea. This is a vegan makeup brand. Hold on. So while I wait for that to set, I'm going to answer some questions. Are you ready for life after matric, and have you decided what you want to study? I don't know if I'm ready, honestly. Like, I don't want to lie, I've been thinking about the future a lot for the past few weeks, and I'm thinking about how I don't actually know if I'm ready to start being an actual adult, like paying rent in Cape Town, paying rent, buying my own food, paying for Wi-Fi. There's just a lot that has to happen after you're done with school, and especially if you aren't going to be living with your parents, there's a lot to consider. Have I decided what I want to study? Yes, I want to study business administration and marketing. I feel like if I'm going to be a full-time content creator, I need to know how to market, and I'm very excited for that, like running a business, because I am a brand. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, the moment I decided to become serious with social media, I became a brand, and now I need to know how to market myself. Yeah, that's what I'm studying, and I'm very excited to venture into that. How are you so confident? I love myself. I love myself, all my flaws, everything. The flab I have on my tummy, I love it. I don't have bums, I love it. I don't have breasts, I love it. Everything of mine, I love myself wholeheartedly. That's how I'm so confident, because I love me. I love me. I put me first. If I don't do it, nobody else is gonna do it. So that's how I'm so confident. What do you plan on doing after school? By the way, I love you. I love you too. I plan on going to a tertiary institution. I plan to study and create content and just live my life and enjoy. That's what I plan to do. How much was your Accutane treatment? My dad paid for my Accutane treatment, so I don't really know. But it was over 2K a month, like, for the medicine. And this is because it differs. Like, if you're thinking about going on to Accutane, it's probably going to be much different than my treatment, because I had to take medicine to counteract the way my body was producing testosterone. So I was taking these pills called Angioker, it's a testosterone stopping supplement. So I was taking that, and I know, like, a bottle of Angioker was 900 rand. It was very expensive. So I just think it depends on what you're taking it for. And yeah, but for me it was 2,000, over 2K a month. Sorry. This is a very good question, and I'm gonna be so honest when I answer it. Hold on, I just want to do my lips. I'm taking my black lip liner. Brown is cute, but doesn't really do it. Like, it blends in with my skin, and it's like I didn't do anything to my lips. Did you start this channel for fun, or the goal was to just make money from it? Okay, when I started this channel, it was for the money. I wanted to make money off YouTube. I wanted fast money. But then also, I didn't start it for fun. I started it because I genuinely like YouTube, you know? But I also really wanted to make money from it. That was dead very quickly when I got slapped in the face with reality that, listen, you're not gonna blow up like everyone else is doing. You're not gonna blow up. You're not gonna have quick, you're not gonna have overnight success. And then that's when I sat back and I was like, let me just relax and just do YouTube for the sake of me loving being in front of the camera and talking to people. And you know, so, you know, initially it was to just make money from it, but now not anymore. Like, I would still love to make money off YouTube, like being monetized and everything, but I genuinely enjoy putting in the work, editing and everything else. Okay. One thing about me, I will overline my lips. I don't care. I don't care. How was your journey to beauty? I think I'm still on that journey. Like, finding out what works for me and whatnot. I'm still on that journey. Next question. Are you planning on living in South Africa for the rest of your life? Hell no. Oh, no. I can't live here forever. I'm so sorry. And I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, but I can't work. I can't stay here forever. Like, it just... No, man. I can't do that. It's never gonna work. My question is too long for the poll. My question is, we know that, well, I know, this is my friend, that you've been through a lot growing up. How did you overcome that and realize that I am that bitch and no one can tell me otherwise? The bullying, regaining your confidence, which actually motivated me to rebuild mine. Take us through the journey. Let me quickly just draw my eyeliner. And I'm gonna answer that question. In primary school, a girl like me was bullied. And I was bullied because I am dark-skinned, you know. And back then, this whole body positivity thing wasn't a thing, hey? For you to be considered a girl in primary school, a girl, you had to have, like, boobs and ass, right? I don't have that. So, like, the whole time I used to get bullied for it, you know, by boys. They used to bully me all the time. And it was just really not nice. Going to school, and the bullying didn't stop there. It stopped when I was in grade 7, because I was the head girl. So now people didn't bully me because I'm head girl. Do you get me? And then it started again. Like I started getting cyber bullied when I was in grade 8 and in grade 9. So girl like me thugging it out, but I'm actually getting bullied. And it was all for the same things, you know, because I'm dark, and they're like, oh, look how confident she is. She's so dark. How can you be so dark and be so confident? And it's like, I wasn't confident. I was faking it. I was pretending to be confident because I wanted to make it seem like the things that people were saying to me were not bothering me, and they really were. So, what I did is I pretended that I was confident. And then I started to just do things that made me feel good, like that made me feel pretty. Like I started beating my face in grade 8. And then I realized that no, I'm also someone's child. How can someone's child come and tell me what they think is right and I must listen? Like, okay, who told you that you're pretty then? Like, do you get me? So that's how I started getting out of that whole slump. I started telling myself that these people are not better than me just because they're light-skinned or have big bums and big boobs. I am the shit, and no one's gonna tell me anything. And then I started exercising that, like, every day. I would like sit in front of the mirror and tell myself like everything that I needed to hear while I was like when I was growing up, you know, like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful, you are funny, you know, your body is really nice. It doesn't matter if you don't have this and this. I started telling myself all the things that I wanted to hear when I was growing up. And then yeah, I don't own any lipstick or any colored lip glosses. This is how I add color onto my lips. I line and then I leave a little bit of the black on top, yeah, and I take my lip gloss. I look so good. Oh my gosh. This is how I look like now. I'm probably gonna take some pictures. I'll put them up. If I don't, go look at them on my Instagram. The link is in my bio. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, I think I look very beautiful. I think I look gorgeous. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video.